No, Will, it wasn't drugs.
No. Okay. No. That's good.
Anything else?
No. The shit.
Fuck off with the shit.
Dude, that was literally the most entertaining interview I've ever heard in my life.
It was, actually.
It was pretty entertaining.
The shit. We did this shit because the shit was shit, and the shit was so good.
Take a shot every time they said shit. They said shit a lot.
They said shit.
Like a lot. At least twice in one sentence.
I think
Exactly. The shit is shit.
I think they realized what was going on and they started laughing if you listened.
No, they didn't. No,
I think that's...
No. The intelligence factor there was like fucking 5.0.
Oh,
5.0.
This is the shit.
But two of the most powerful men in music.
Hip hop, not music.
Hey. Take it easy with that shit, eh?
There you go, the shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, leave that shit alone.
Of course, we need to know the shit.
Yeah, we do need to know where the shit is.
Yeah, it'd be good to know what the shit is.
Stop it.
Why? It was shit. That interview was really, really shit.
I found it interesting. I don't know.
Of course you did.
Two of the people I look up to the most.
Talk
about the man I look up to the most.
They said the shit a lot. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean. Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean.
Nah, I mean.
Good God. The intellect was fucking...
It could have been better. It could have been worse. It could have been Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Yeah, it could have been worse. It could have been some other shit.
Okay, enough with the shit. If I hear shit one more time out of your mouth...
Shit.
Fuck off.
Are you awake now? Are you? Have you drunk your coffee and your Monster drink and everything else?
I've had a
sip. Good to go. You don't want to crash into a bus or anything?
I wasn't crashing in a bus. Shut up, man.
There was only that curb that stopped you. I mean, that was amazing. You missed the curb. It was tremendous.
Shut up. No, I didn't hit no curb.
No, you didn't. Fantastic.
Fucking hell. I don't know why I drive him.
Because I don't want to get a parking ticket.
You won't get a parking ticket.
I will get a parking ticket. If I parked on the street, hell yeah, I will get a parking ticket. I don't want one.
If you park behind me, you won't.
Well, if I park behind you, that's cool.
Then
But you never drive all the way up because your shit is not right at the shit.
It needs to be right against the shit.
It does. The proper shit.
Proper shit. Shit. All right.
I can see what the theme of this show is going to be.
Just title it shit. By the way, when you put on the show, like, remember to number them. Like, there are a couple of shows, like, last couple of weeks, you just put out the title. Like, no number.
Sorry, my bad. I will.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell. That's shit, that.
Episode 38. The shit. That's what you should actually fucking name it.
Shit. The shit. This is the shit.
Yeah.
This is going to go on for 2 hours, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, if you want to listen to any podcast, you listen to this shit right here.
you put that interview on, and you kept that interview on going because, like, he was just literally saying, what was his name? Who was the artist that he was talking to?
It was LL Cool J, and he was interviewing Dr. Dre.
Okay. Now, one person who knows shit all about fucking interviewing to a person that knows literally shit all about answering a question, and the only thing they said was, "This is the shit." Like, really?
I don't know.
I mean, I could see John Lennon going like, "Yeah, this is the shit." No. He would literally have an answer to it and say, "You're a fucking idiot. Why are you asking me such stupid questions?"
I found it interesting. He was talking about a lot of things that I thought were interesting.
He was really? He was talking about a lot of things?
Yeah.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Your head is really out there. Oh, my God. Where's your
He talking about DOC. He talking about NWA. He talking about Jerry Hiller. He talking about Eminem.
That was in the end, though. But that in the beginning part, that was like a
that was when he was talking.
There was that word got said a lot.
I was doing my shit
If you
on
were
my
taking
shit.
a shot every time they said shit,
I'd
we'd be drunk.
Drunk.
We'd
really,
be
really,
wasted.
really.
Yeah, that's what he was
amazingly
talking about.
drunk.
And you'd be full of like Monster.
Yeah, he was talking about leaving
He was talking shit.
Death Row Records.
Yeah.
and starting Aftermath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I understood the whole.
Of course you did.
Well,
Of course you did.
you got to read between the shits, Will.
Is this with 2-ply? That's that. There you go. There's your fucking name for hip hop. 2-ply.
Oh, whoa. Calm down.
Yeah. That's-
Whoa. Just because you don't like the fucking genre doesn't mean
No, I
you
was-
gotta shit on it.
I know.
That wasn't even a joke.
Yeah, that was
I
that
wasn't
was.
even trying to joke.
But it was funny.
I get it. It's funny, but like I wasn't even trying to. I wasn't.
The
trying
views about Tupac are Will Rhodes only.
Sure.
2-ply.
So,
2-ply. That's your hip hop
2-ply.
name. 2-ply. There you go. You got it. You got the shit.
Yo, hip hop artist named 2-ply.
That'd be good.
Comes
Dom.
out. Yeah.
Dom 2-ply. That works.
His second album could be named The Deuce.
That's the man.
Oh, his first album can be named The Deuce, and
Yeah.
everybody will be confused.
That
What?
is really. The Deuce by Dom 2-ply. It fucking works, dude. You should do that shit. Really should.
Oh well.
It would work.
So, talk about some other shit. How's yours week's been?
Mine's been okay.
Yeah, he's been asleep most of it. He's fucking fine.
I literally have trouble sleeping. This guy's telling me I sleep too much.
No, I'm saying you sleep too much at work. That's all I'm saying.
I sleep too much at work.
Sure.
What is that supposed to mean?
Nothing. I'm just trying to make it funny.
That's not funny at all.
Oh, okay.
'Cause I don't sleep at work. Maybe in my car on my break.
In your car, you sleep a lot.
Okay.
Especially when you're driving. It's like, why do you sleep so much?
If that's anybody's business, why I fucking do on my break, I don't think it's anybody's business.
Well, you're on your break. I don't care what you do on your break. You could pull a goalie on your fucking break. I don't give a shit.
You ever thought about that?
What?
Have you ever done it? Not this job, but any other job. Gone out and pulled a goalie on your break?
No.
Are you sure?
Ever gone out and got on the beach in your break?
Well, I mean, bouncing, yeah.
Well, able bouncing, I guess.
But no, nothing else.
No.
But no, I haven't went to sleep at work or anything. When did I sleep at work?
No, I don't fucking know. I feel like you guys should be having this fucking conversation, like, not on air.
Not there.
When did I sleep at work? No, we're going to have this conversation now. When did I
Why?
sleep at work?
No, this is pointless. It's pointless. It's not going to make anybody laugh.
When did I sleep at work?
It's not going to make anybody laugh, so there's no point.
Well, no, you did bring it up, though.
I know I did.
So I'm asking you when to bring it up. Now I'm asking you when, just so I know, and I'll leave it alone. When did I sleep at work?
So, anyway, what do you think about the thing that happened in Sri Lanka? I think it's like really, really amazingly
no,
wank.
It is, but like, just answer him. You brought it up, so you gotta like fucking finish this.
No.
Why would you even bring it up then?
Okay, cut the fucker out then. Whatever you want to do.
I'm not cutting it out.
Okay.
I want to know what's going on.
Nothing's going on.
Okay, I'll fix this. Don't worry about that. Go on about Sri Lanka.
Well, now I don't really want to talk. Now everybody's fucking upset.
I'm not.
I'm not upset at all.
Are you sure?
I'm 100, bro. But trust me.
Okay. Yeah, what happened in Sri Lanka? Well, that was fucking shitty as fuck. So all the bombings happened in churches and in hotels.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's oh man, it's so weird too. It's like fucking graphic too, man. Like Sri Lanka's not very PG about showing some of that shit.
No.
There was this video I saw on my newsfeed. It was this hotel named Shangri-La. The lobby, it's one of the CCTV cameras.
Yeah.
Fucking just the bomb goes off. And you know how in movies, like when you're seeing like bombs and like people are getting shot at, like blood splatter on the screen, that it just like
That was an
shit ton
actual
of blood.
video?
It was one of the CCTV footage.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And fuck, man. And I saw this another one where this guy recording with his phone, and these army guys, like they're trying to like, it was at I can't remember exactly where it was in Sri Lanka, but it was a minivan. It was the back of a minivan, and there's like this bunch of army guys there, and they were trying to get to it, like they were inspecting it.
Yeah.
And this person's like far away. He's like recording this, and the bomb goes off. Yeah, it like killed the army guys that was like in there. That was, oh man, it was like, and the guy that shot the footage, he also got hurt. He was about, I think, on the description it said he was about like 500 meters away, and he got all banged up too, like shrapnel.
Oh fuck!
And I saw yesterday that they found a factory, like an old factory, like an abandoned one.
Yeah.
Where they were making the bombs.
Okay.
Yeah, in one of the areas. Yeah, man.
Yeah, it fucking sucks.
It was instantly as soon as I read that. I thought about you and your family and things such as that. But it was
Like my one of my cousins actually work at one of those hotels.
Yeah,
One of the bombs went off. He had just gotten off work about 2 hours before the bombs went off. Yeah.
Holy fuck!
Yeah.
That's close shit, dude.
Yeah. Yo, like and now it's just, it's like a whole other thing now. It's like everybody's like, it's just like, the 9/11 thing.
Yeah.
Now everybody's like suspicious of every Muslim person that like lives in the country now. Like,
but that's the most frustrating thing for me is that you have these extremists. They do the shit that they're going to pull. Then everybody becomes suspicious, and then it mounts up. And I mean, I understand where their radicalization comes from, and then they're saying, well, okay, basically stop killing our fucking kids, and then we'll be good. But once that happens, and then you look at that, and fuck me, I mean, seriously, they literally did target innocent fucking people.
like that was like a target on like Christians and Catholics. Basically, like it's hotels where the tourists are.
Yeah.
And the freaking churches where everybody went to Sunday morning mass.
Yeah.
So that's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
It was complete targeted attack, right? And they also found a bunch of assault rifles in one of the mosques when they raided one near one of the bombing sites.
That's like allowing the government to walk into any place of
I think
religious thing and say, okay, we're going to fuck you over.
I think it's like I think they had a tip. They got a tip from somebody. Like they were actually serving an actual like a warrant on the raid too. Yeah,
fuck.
And
Sorry, it happened. Seriously, sorry it happened in your country.
yeah,
It
fuck
was
man.
bad.
After 10 years,
I know.
yeah, didn't think it was gonna happen something like that again, but here we are now. We're back at like looking at everybody sideways again.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like the stores are putting up signs saying if you're wearing a burqa, please take it off.
Oh,
before you
wow.
come in. Yeah, it's just fucking.
Really
it's-
like that? That's what it's like?
Yeah,
Fuck.
it's like since that happened. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Fuck, man, like this town that I grew up in, like fucking busiest, like fucking the downtown area.
Yeah.
It's just so fucking busy. There's so many stores, markets, and everything.
Yeah.
And somebody posted a picture at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon on Monday. Every store is closed.
Wow.
Yeah, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Everybody's closed. Like maybe 1 or 2 stores open, but like everybody closed. Yeah, it's like fucking everybody went into full shutdown mode.
Shit.
Yeah,
Fuck, that's bad.
yeah.
That's bad. I mean, you got to be looking at the whole population there and just like, what's this?
I know it's fucking nuts, man.
Wow.
It just puts it in perspective because it is on. Hello.
Yep.
Yeah,
It puts it in perspective because the day of the Leafs game was on that day too. And they're just like, just another hockey game, I guess.
yeah,
Didn't feel the same, even though they lost. But I mean, didn't feel the same. It was just like, whatever.
yeah. It was definitely like I was messaging everybody just to make sure everybody was okay, and they were. Most of my cousins, like, they're abroad, and like my aunts and uncles, they don't work where those bombs actually went
Yeah,
off.
yeah.
But a few of my cousins work in the city where the bombs went off in the hotels, but they were near any of the explosions, so that's good.
That's
Yeah.
good. No,
Yeah.
that's really, really good.
Yeah, and I mean, I was talking to Suresh about it last night too. He was like, I was asking him if there's any of his family that still lives there. Was anybody got hurt? He said no.
All good in that particular sense, but fuck me.
But man, that country is gonna go back into war, man.
Really?
Fuck, unless they can find a way to fucking stop this. Like, it's also like something like this happen. And once something like this happens, it's not just, it's the people themselves that creates the fucking fear,
Of course.
right? It's, it's like it's easy to get few people to like start a fucking mob, right?
Yep.
And it's not any particular Muslim person's fucking fault that these extreme fucking like these terrorists that they did this, other than the people that obviously supported them. Oh, there was also I was reading on Monday that these the cops, I can't remember where, but they got a tip saying that this house, that they had a lot of foot traffic going in and out of that house for like the last couple of months. So they go, and this was after the bombing, so they go to investigate like what's going on.
Yeah.
And they were trying to talk to the people that live there, and apparently they were not being cooperative with the police, and all of a sudden, boom.
This is just coming through about Sri Lanka right now. There's a gun battle going on.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Gun battle going on now?
There
Yeah.
were
Wow.
well, I heard about one that had already happened last night or early this morning. That already happened with a bunch of people. Yeah. So man,
Whoa.
In Kalmona? Maybe I'm not saying it right.
probably not. Oh man.
It was during a search.
Hmm?
It was during a gunfire during a search operation.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of the whole government's gone into like very. I don't know. I think I think right now, that's what they're like trying to do. Like, I don't even know. Like,
They're trying to find the
trying to
people.
put people, and like if there's more bombs, right? Like,
Yeah, because he said there's more.
Yeah.
In the video.
yeah.
But they said that there was an obscure group that the government didn't really know much about, and then the people that perpetuated this bombing, they were even more obscure than them. But they were a sling off of that particular radical
Yeah,
group.
it's I remember a few years back, 4 or 5 years back, there was like this one group of like extremist group that was like they were vandalizing like Buddhist temples and stuff.
Yeah, I read that.
They
Yeah,
were
yeah,
doing
yeah.
that like a few years back, so it's like it's definitely could be an offshoot of that group or that group.
Yeah,
Right? But I mean, there's always like freaking extremists on both sides, even like the civil war with the Tamil,
yeah.
right? Like if there were extremists on like the Sinhalese side too,
Yeah.
that thought like freaking every Tamil person should be dead, and then And it was kind of there's always the bad people in both
Yeah, it's
sides. Like
fucked
you
up.
can't just freaking hold yourself up high saying that like there are no bad people on your side.
Oh fuck! No,
Like
that's
it's
stupid,
it's
yeah.
when you say that kind of shit is that like you can't actually prevent from bad things from happening.
No.
And fuck, I was gonna say something. I forgot now. Had something in my head.
I have no idea. I'm not a psychic.
The shit.
I lost it. I can't remember what it was.
It's the same when you're looking at recently over the last week or so when in Ireland there was a journalist, she was killed, and it's a new offshoot of some organisation that trying to bring back the heyday of the troubles in Northern Ireland. It's like, this is fucked up. This is like fucking crazy shit.
Yeah.
But there you're true in what you're saying. It's like, look, live your fucking life, because
And
can't be in fear all the
No, of course not. Oh, what I was going to say was that the defense minister was asked to step down
Yep.
because he apparently 10 days or like a few weeks before the bombings, he's gotten like few tips that there might be attacks happening.
But he didn't
And
act on him.
No, he didn't act on him. He didn't even. No.
You can't blame him for that. I mean, how many of those tips would have been like nutcases?
Well, here's the thing: when you're a defense minister and somebody come and say there's a bombing, when somebody say there might be a bombing at this place, I think you should have that place fucking investigated. Like,
Even if it's a 2-minute interview.
even if
Yeah, I know, but listen, I'm not trying to put a price tag on fucking people's lives. But if you were to investigate every bomb scare, there's a lot
No,
of
but like
time, effort, and money.
yeah, but they haven't had any of that kind of stuff in like over 10 years.
Yeah.
That we know of. They probably have bomb threats on the daily. Like,
So, like, here's the thing, though, right? Like, when they said, when you get a tip saying there's an attack planned,
an attack is different than a bomb.
that's a
scare.
fucking attack. What do you think that is?
Yeah.
Listen, if I call Yorkdale and I say there's a bomb threat, a bomb scare, multiple bombs going off all over the place, all over the city is an attack. At least that's my definition of it.
That's what happened.
That's what I'm saying.
And
But
that's
if you're
what
caught-
the tips were.
Oh, okay.
There's an attack planned. And nothing happened.
Well, I mean, there's just going on to the point there. There Trudeau, somebody threatened Trudeau's life, and just literally threatened his life. He didn't actually do anything about it; just threatened his life. And then the RCMP went in and arrested this guy, and this guy's gone to court now, and they've fucked him over, and he's going to spend a little time in jail. But that's just the threat. So they can do it. I mean, it's the same as like in Sri Lanka, in any other nation.
I mean, it is hard. Like, when somebody calling a tip for, like, there's going to be, like, fucking bombings, like, it's the tip. These are the places that might be bombed. Like, I mean, what are you going to do?
You gotta look.
I mean, you can put, like, you know, fucking police patrols and stuff like that on, but, like, where the fuck you going to look for the bombs? Like, right? Like,
yeah.
where? But, I mean, at least a precaution should have been taken.
It should have been looked
Like,
at, yeah.
I'm pretty sure, even if he did, those bombs, those attacks would have still happened, but there would have been a chance to save some lives,
Yes.
right? Some that 300 plus that lost their lives, that could have been half that.
Well, I was reading about that yesterday. I was reading about it, and then they revised the death toll down by over 100.
Okay, that I don't even
Wow.
know. I'm trying to find an actual article, like a legitimate, like a news article about that.
Yeah.
It was like it was first said
300 something, and now it's at 258.
250 something. Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't get that. Like,
No, it
how do
doesn't
you
make any
miscount?
yeah. How do you miscount the dead bodies?
Like, they're not going anywhere.
No.
Like, I don't get that. Like, how do you miscount? Like, by like 100.
That's a lot.
I don't know, an extra arm, an extra leg, I don't know.
It's a third.
It's so messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's
The
yeah,
confusion. The confusion of war.
yeah, I'm just waiting to see like exactly what's gonna happen. Like it's all, and it's mainly there was the whole thing where president wanted to ban all social media outlets for a while until everything is
Wow.
yeah, he wanted to ban all social media stuff for a while until things have calmed down. Well, I don't agree with it, but I can kind of see the point because there's a lot of fucking shit I've seen on my newsfeed. People are just fucking spreading fucking hate now.
Of
It's
course,
like, and
of
so I kind
course,
of get
yeah.
that. I definitely get that. It's like everybody's just fucking up in arms. Like, I mean, I get it. You will look at somebody a little bit of a sideways because this happens. But like, I mean, you don't know, right? Like, you don't know if like you're looking at somebody, if that person's a fucking terrorist or just somebody that's just going to work with a family.
Yeah.
Like, I get it, but I think
But they talk about. I mean, you look at the censorship of social media, and they turn around like the greatest number and the vast majority of people just want to get on and live their lives and earn a crust and like buy food and enjoy themselves and not do much. But you do have this 1% of society that want to fuck up everybody else because of a particular agenda that they have.
Yeah.
And then you have this 5% who turn around and say, okay, we've got to shut down Facebook, we've got to shut down Twitter, we've got to shut down everything else. But guess what, dude? Before Twitter, before Facebook, before everything else, they were literally handing notes to each other, written in pencil, so they could fucking eat it when they didn't. And then what are you going to do? Cut down? You're going to shut down the digestive system of every fucking person in the country? Fuck off. That's just stupid. The speed of the way that it can travel around social media, sure, but no. Just censoring it? No. That's fucked up. That's just fucked.
You okay?
Yeah.
What's up?
No. Yeah, it's cool. We're good.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Like you're like half in here right now.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm listening. Continue your conversation. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah, just continue your thing. I'll be right back.
Okay.
And I think at the end of the day, you can look at and you can try and look at stopping people talking together on a national and international level.
Yeah.
And saying, okay, well, this is what we've got to stop. But then at the end of the day, those platforms aren't the only way that you can communicate with each other.
Yeah, I mean, like, we had all this, like, fear-mongering shit in Sri Lanka during the Civil War.
Yeah.
And it's like, we didn't have fucking Twitter or Facebook.
No,
Like,
when you go back.
When you go back, like, that 30-year war, like, there was none of that.
Nothing.
But, people managed to put fear in people's fucking hearts.
Of course they did.
But you don't need social media to do that.
No, do you fuck?
You just need a bunch of fucking idiots running around yelling and screaming and
and then you have the people. I mean, you've got it in the churches and the mosques, in the temples, and you've got where you have this one leadership figure, and he says what he says, and then these other fucking sheep will just keep following and doing the shit that they're doing. It's like, fuck off. It's crazy.
No, people also like need to like think for themselves. Need to learn to think for themselves. That's like one of the biggest problems. Like with everything, a lot of the issues that we have in this world, it's because people don't think for themselves.
Exactly. I agree.
It's a single person can be smart, but you put him in a herd, it doesn't matter.
No.
How smart you are.
No.
Right? You put him in a herd of like a bunch of idiots, and that follow what they see in front of their screen.
Yep.
And follow somebody else, and not even thinking if this person's actually what's he saying, or like is he actually legit. Right? Instead of thinking that, they're like, oh, yeah, well, it must be true. Fucking earth is flat.
Yeah.
He's making good fucking sense here. There's a plate. Right? Like, Like instead of just thinking.
Well, it comes back. It comes back. Sorry for interrupting, but it comes back to me for the same thing with, and it still perpetuates to this day. That you've got two subjects that still are running around today. You've got the vaccine causes autism, and then seriously the flat earthers. That's still perpetuated. There's still this fucking argument going on, and still this debate by people who are saying, yeah, autism is caused by vaccines, and then the earth is flat. And you as a person that just uses the rudimentary aspects of science, and you know that both of those statements are wrong, but then the other people who believe in them are just like, they keep going on about it. And then you have Jenny McCarthy, who's she's a celebrity, and she comes out with the shit that she came out with, and everybody's following what she's got to say not necessarily because of social media, but because of the way that she's portrayed in the media and saying all the things that she says, and it's like, this is stupid. Why?
It is so dumb.
Why hasn't anybody literally taken her to task on one-on-one and had this interview with her where she can go and say, okay, these are the facts because of all these various different arguments I have that vaccines cause autism, and then you have a scientist on there. And proof. Yeah.
I need proof.
And she can't do it, obviously. She will never be able to do that.
No.
But then nobody has done. They just keep perpetuating that particular argument because of what she said at one point with a doctor that's been struck off as a doctor because of the information that he put forward is completely wrong.
And that entire fucking paper that guy wrote, it's like, hey, coffee causes autism.
It's been pulled.
Like, he just fucking wrote a paper about shit. There was no proof.
No.
There's no actual fucking proof of that actually happens. It was just a fucking paper, and everybody's like, "Oh, he must be right."
Everything that he wrote in that particular paper has been pulled because everything's so wrong.
And pretty much anything he had probably said even before that about anything now, you got to kind of look at it as like,
yeah, you're a fucking liar.
Yeah.
It's crazy shit. Crazy shit.
It's so dumb.
What am I missing?
Oh, no, we were just talking about just people just following what they hear on
rather
CDC, than actually making actual like a decision for themselves, informed decision. That's why it's like, the whole fucking the autism and vaccines, like, there's no connection.
None.
Only connection is when you see autism in somebody, it's around the same fucking time as the times that kid needs to be vaccinated. That's why they're saying...
Well, you look at it, there's several places in the United States of America now where the measles outbreak is so bad they're declaring emergencies because kids haven't been vaccinated. And then the anti-vaxxers, they're turning around and saying, well, yeah, what we need to do is throw our kids in there so they can get measles and then they'll be immune. Fuck, have you seen what measles does to a child?
This all started because of one person.
What, Jenny McCarthy?
Yeah. That's one thing that we just said.
We're bringing back everything that we've cured.
Yeah.
In a big fucking way.
Yeah.
It's the greatest hits of the 20th century.
Vaccines work, like smallpox.
Oh my god.
Eradicated.
We're bringing
or polio.
You got polio. You got all those.
We're going to get some measles, sprinkle in some polio.
Yeah.
And a side order of fucking smallpox.
But the anti-vaxxers are correct. It's like, whoa, okay.
Yeah, sure.
You fucking pieces of shit.
But like, you and me, I'm thinking like, okay, say... for argument's sake, vaccines causes autism, okay? Let's just say that. Would you rather have an autistic kid or a dead kid?
I would prefer an autistic child.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, would you rather have your kid die or let him be autistic if it's all because of vaccinations, right? Like, come on.
I mean, the 1 in a million chance that if we're looking at that saying, yeah, okay, this actually happens, this causes autism,
Yeah.
and that 1 in a million chance that affects your child in that way, would you prefer
And the fact that you
burying them, or
And
would
the,
you?
and the fact that you
No.
just would like let your kid die.
No.
Even at first hand, like for me, like when my ex had the miscarriage, Julia said, it's either the baby's gonna die or it's gonna live with autism. I would have definitely picked the autism.
Yeah.
Well, of course.
Well, yeah.
I mean, why would you pariah autism because of a vaccination?
that's another thing, right?
That's
like
stupid.
that's just like another thing that I just don't get. These anti-vaxxers, you're like, so you rather have your kid get fucking polio or measles
Although,
or fucking pox.
The chicken pox parties, I remember going to when I was a kid.
Really?
Yeah, I was vaccinated, but my mom would still like. If someone in the neighborhood got chicken pox, she would send me over there.
I don't know if I ever gotten chicken pox. I can't remember.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I never got chicken pox ever.
Well, no, you won't because you're vaccinated.
But she would send me there to like to make sure.
Even after you got vaccinated, just
Yeah.
to make sure that you won't get it.
No, or to get it, like because you only get it once and then that's it, right?
Yeah. But isn't it? Isn't like chicken pox is like it's a lot more deadlier when you're grown.
Yeah, it's deadly when you're an adult.
Yeah, it can.
Yeah, the only are the worst.
Something.
Yeah.
You get shingles and shit.
Yeah,
Shingles.
yeah.
But-
It's not good.
But I remember like my cousin got it, and I literally spent the whole week at her house.
I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I'm just vaccinated.
Why
for it.
would you do that?
Dude, I don't know, man. I've always. So
Well,
that's
I'm
what,
pretty sure you didn't have a choice either.
No, but
No.
what?
I'm not saying that he did, but
But all this whole thing about chickenpox parties and stuff like that, like a big hysteria about. Like,
I think they still have that, eh?
yeah,
they
they
still do that.
Yeah.
That's so fucking weird.
that's fucked.
Yeah, I remember like one kid would get in the neighborhood and all the mothers would send him over to the house. We'd go party at his place. Like it was like a party at his house for a week.
That's so weird. I always found those fucking things weird. Like the
That's
chicken
just
pox parties.
fucking shit. I would like that with me if it was JJ on M. I'd just literally pull them fucking well away, and that's it. That another 2 weeks you can go play with them, but
Well, mind
fuck
you, me and my brother never got that. I've never had chicken pox. I've never.
No, I mean, if you're vaccinated,
you're
then
already
it's
vaccinated,
cool,
right?
but-
So you're fine.
No, but you can still get the virus. You can still get chicken pox even if you're vaccinated.
Can you?
Yeah, sure you can. I mean, it's
So,
not.
so
It's
what
not.
does what does a vaccine do?
Well, I mean, it's like 98% or something. It's not 100%.
I'm not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure. Like I was really young, so I can't remember if my mom. I'm pretty sure I've never had chicken pox, and I'm pretty sure my mom probably got me vaccinated because
Well, yeah,
my shots were all like up to date.
Dude, we weren't allowed in school if we weren't
Like,
vaccinated.
I had to make sure, like especially when we moved here, had to like we
you had to be.
had
everything.
to like have all our shots up to date, all the vaccines, like
Yeah.
for me and my mom both,
Yeah.
right? So
Dude, I remember going to school and coming like the teacher handing me a paper saying, "Giving this to your mom," and then handing it to my mom, and then she's like, "Oh, it's time for your needles." It happened maybe 2-3 times.
yeah, I remember getting those in Sri Lanka when I was in school too. Like every year, they had like I can't remember which needles they were, but like
It happened like 2 or 3 times during grade school where it was just like,
I remember that.
yeah, he's
Fucking gotta get them.
Yeah, man. I think they do it here. Oh, yeah, they do it here too.
yeah. I mean, like
think
I said,
remember in
that's
grade
what's
7
here.
here. They
I think
in grade 7.
I think my last needles were like grade 7 or grade 8.
Yeah.
I know. I read in Australia that you're not allowed in school if you haven't been fully
Yeah.
vaccinated.
Yeah, here too.
Is that the case here?
Dude, they gave you a date on the paper, it said if these needles are not completed by this date, you can't come to school.
Oh yeah, like when you're enrolling in a school, like I remember we had to show. My dad had to bring like
The vaccination card.
Yeah.
like the papers that saying that I've been vaccinated or whatever. And then there was this one that I wasn't. So the next like that day we went and got that shot and then came back.
Oh, fine.
Yeah.
And I know for us it was a card. I don't know how it was in Sri Lanka or in England, but here it's a card. It's an actual. It's like a bar graph card. So it's like all these different colors.
Yeah. It
So
was
each,
the same thing. Yeah.
each one was like a whatever.
It should be check marked.
Yeah,
And
chicken
like,
pox,
yeah.
and then the age, and then if it was check marked or whatever.
I know that in the UK, it's just on your it's on your medical record, and
I'm sure it was too, but this is like for this to travel between parents and school.
yeah.
I know there before the age of 13, there's a series of shots that a person need to have had before the age of 13.
Grade
Which
7 or
is
grade 8.
nuts when you think about it. And again, I come back to the same debating point every single time. Your child cannot develop autism after they're born. They can't. It's something that happens as the child is becoming, from a zygote all the way through. That's how it is.
Only it
doesn't happen after they're born.
It's just
stupid.
that's when you see the sign. It's because they're connecting when you see the signs of autism around the same time when you give them shots. Get their shots. So that's how you connect the dots. Just because this happened parallel to this, so they're both connected.
Yeah,
no,
fucked up.
They're not.
No,
it's fucking dumb.
And again, you look at it. I saw this perfect meme the other day when it comes down to like our good old flat earthers, where you've got the Earth, and it's like this perfectly round thing, and then the photograph has been taken from the moon, and the moon is flat, and the Earth is round, and they're saying, okay, the moon's flat. Okay.
I can't. I would honestly.
My mind can't deal with that.
I can't even have that argument with somebody. I've never met somebody that's face to face that believe that the Earth is flat.
One person,
and I just cannot. Like, there's no way I can actually have that conversation with him. Have that argument that Earth is not flat, because if you do, you will come out of that conversation a dumbass. You will lose IQ points if you have this conversation with somebody. Trying to get somebody to believe Earth is a fucking sphere.
Yeah. But the person that I was talking with, and it's quite a while ago, and I wasn't I wasn't even having a conversation with them. They were just trying to convince me that the Earth was flat. And it composed of them talking and me making a lot of screwed up faces, thinking, you're fucking dumb.
Yeah.
You really are fucking stupid. And that's it. I mean, why would you do that? Why would you think?
Flat earthers.
You fucking dickhead.
Well, like I said, one of my favorite videos is that kid who does it with the plate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes me laugh every time I see it.
Yeah, I know. It's so funny.
So you really
There was just
don't understand gravity.
Somebody that was of one of the flat earthers, one of the experiments. Fuck, I gotta find it because I can't remember. But one of the experiments involved like using a gate.
Gate.
What?
I can't remember how it went, but it was those like almost like the army gates, like in bases they have like the ones that kind of long and the ones that go into like big like warehouses just kind of opens up.
Oh, yeah,
and it looks like
just
kind of a bar.
Yeah.
And it's like they used that for some sort of a fucking experiment. I can't remember what it was, and I'm pretty sure there was like an orange or something in the other end of it. But it was. I remember watching this and thinking, this is the stupidest fucking thing in the world.
I mean, how fucking stupid do you really have to be?
The one I'm talking about is that he uses a plate and an orange.
Yeah, I remember the one. Have you seen the one where they pour water in a basketball or something?
It was an orange. We watched it here.
It was like, see, the water doesn't stay.
Yeah, the water falls right off, and then the plate, in the plate, it catches it. Yeah, it's a fucking plate. It's supposed to catch it. The whole idea of a fucking plate.
That's the thing, though. Here's the thing, though. It's the people that think the Earth is flat. They're like this whole notion of flat Earth. It's very like this fantastical thing where it's like fiction, right? There's no actual science behind it.
None.
There's no science because gravity would not work the way it works right now if Earth was flat.
No.
This is the problem with the internet. This is the problem right here.
Well, this is the stupid side of the internet.
You can believe whatever you want and find another idiot to believe it with you.
Oh my God, yeah.
Instantaneously.
Jeez.
So one guy comes out and goes, I think the earth is flat, and 10 guys go, me too. And all of a sudden they're a club.
Yeah, that's exactly what we were talking about.
Yeah.
The nonsense that people fucking
Totally.
just follow. It's like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
There's no scientific proof.
Okay.
No.
But that makes sense.
Here's a question for you. If you go and get a tattoo,
Okay.
okay, and you paid for it, is that your tattoo or is the art still to the tattooist?
Actually, that's a good question. That's a good question.
You may not like it because it involves wrestling, so shut up.
What? What does that? How
What?
does that involve wrestling?
I'll explain in a
Okay,
second.
so
Oh, wow,
go to
okay.
segue in wrestling.
So
anyway.
no, I've got to be a mind reader as well. So there you go.
You may not
So
like
if
the
you get a tattoo, you pay for a tattoo. Does the tattoo belong to you or the artist?
Yeah.
It's a good question.
I mean,
It is a good-
basically, you're paying somebody to put their mark on you, right?
Is that still their mark, or is now you paid for it, so now it belongs to you? Like if I bought someone draws, I go to Disney, they draw me Mickey Mouse. I buy one of their cartoons.
Well, here's the thing, though. Those are trademark stuff, right? Like Mickey Mouse and those characters. Those are trademark. Like if you go with
Okay, but if I go and
if you go with an idea of what you want to get, and this person draws it for you right there and then, it's obviously it's their work, but it's on you. The tattoo does belong to you. I mean, it's fucking on you.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Because, if I go to Disney and I buy a cartoon, an old Mickey Mouse cartoon, that belongs to me. It doesn't belong to Disney.
Yeah.
It might be a Disney film.
Well, the old properties of it belongs to Disney.
No, if I buy it,
If you buy
that's-
it,
all right.
No, that's the difference between property rights and
it's property rights.
So if it gets shown, I get paid for it, not Disney. If I buy it,
Yeah.
right, and then you show it on your TV station, I get the money. Disney doesn't.
No.
No.
Okay, so would that be the same thing with a tattoo?
No.
This lady's suing 2K.
2K. What, like the
Sports.
sports?
Yeah.
Why?
She did Randy Orton's tattoos all over his body,
Okay.
and they've imaged them on the video game.
Okay.
And now she's suing 2K and WWE saying, those are my images. And now I want to be reimbursed for them.
Oh, so they brushed out his tattoos for the game?
No. They completely put them on,
Okay.
right?
Oh, because
'Cause when they did the body scanning.
I don't even know how does that work? Like you go to somebody, you pay for a service, and their service is you getting the tattoo.
Yeah, can they come back and say, now you have to tell me what you're going to be?
I don't think they. I don't think it's.
I don't think she's walking on solid water.
No, I think.
This is going to court.
I think she's gonna
Maybe,
lose.
but I don't think she is.
I think she's gonna lose
So do I.
because unless she is an artist that have whatever the tattoos Randy Orton have in his body, and the ones that she inked on him, if she had those art already trademarked,
That's a different.
that's a different story. But if it's a tattoo that she got, that she put on him, that what Randy Orton wanted, it's not something that he picked out of like her wall of like trademark fucking tattoos.
No, I mean, I think.
But could you say the same thing? Because you can go through. I mean, there's hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of tattoo artists across the world. So many of those artists share the same artwork that they'll put on the walls that you can say, okay, I want that particular one, and you could buy that one in New York and that one in New Delhi. You know what I mean? They'd be absolutely identical, and you could pick them out. Now, whose images is property rights are those? Are those the original artists? Are those the ones that's going on your body? Are those the ones that you're then going onto a third party and then saying, okay, now I've got a body image and I'm doing the copying onto a video site? That's just fucking stupid. You're asking so many.
And if she wins, how does that change the landscape of?
I don't see. Here's the thing. Like I just don't think.
I don't think she can win.
She has any solid ground to stand on this.
No.
Like unless, like really, like I said, like if all of those, like whatever she tattooed on him, is like her trademark property, then yeah. But like if it's not, If it's just a tattoo that he got, that he wanted, she has nothing to go on.
Well, it's the same. If you look at it in one particular, you do a drawing, right? As shit as that drawing is, or as great as that drawing is, it doesn't matter. Then you say, okay, can you do this on me as a tattoo? So then you have that tattoo on. Then you become famous, and then you show this tattoo as being you. That's your image, as it were. Then does she have a right, or he have a right to say, excuse me, no, I tattooed that on you, so that's my image.
Well, that's my question, because I mean, like,
No.
I mean, if I draw a picture and you buy it, then that's your picture, not mine. I don't care. I can't do nothing about it.
If you just draw a picture, here's the thing. Like now, it's also coming to say we get famous, the podcast get really famous. Your D12 tattoo. Now, can D12 say you can't have it? Can they come after you?
I got video proof of them actually approving it. So
Okay, but that's not the fucking point.
No.
But like that's the thing, though, right? Like it's a fucking tattoo. It's you're not selling it. See, the
'Cause I know-
trademarks hold it from being sold. Like
because I don't know if this helps, but like CM Punk, he has the Pepsi logo
yeah, I remember.
Tattoo-
I don't even know why.
because one of the rock stars had the Coca-Cola.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, he has the Pepsi logo and the G.I. Joe Cobra Commander logo,
Yeah,
and those weren't rendered into the game ever.
they weren't.
No.
Well, that
Well,
makes-
because they got the trademark of Pepsi and
Well, that's the
Hasbro.
whole thing.
And Hasbro, yeah,
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
trademark. That's a different thing.
yeah.
That's a different thing.
Yeah,
completely.
like you can't. Yeah, if it's something trademarked, I get that, but like I don't think so. I don't think when it comes to like tattooing, like
Yeah, you know what? I didn't think she was
I
going to.
really don't think she has any
No.
solid ground to stand on. That.
No.
I was reading it last night. I was like, Randy Orton's tattoos are getting sued?
That's so fucking weird.
Yeah.
Why would you even like? I mean, if you're a tattoo artist and you have this famous wrestler wearing your fucking work,
I wouldn't be. I'd say, look, this is
like,
what I
You
did.
should be like fucking taking like definitely like, she should. I mean, if she already doesn't, I don't know why she wouldn't have like pictures of him like
Yeah.
with, like right
Dude,
after done.
And apparently,
she did it
according to the
before.
article, his whole body, everything he has done on him, and he's pretty full from the waist up,
Yeah,
was this tattooist.
Then she's stupid.
Like, she legitimately, just shot herself in the foot if she
I think
loses.
so.
I mean, you probably lost a lot of fucking business there.
Yeah.
So
And the work was great.
Yeah,
Like, I like
Because a lot of people will turn around and say, well, like, could you imagine Kat Von D going, like,
Yeah.
I'm suing you because I did this tattoo on you? Like, go fuck off.
yeah, like
There's no way that I'm ever going to go to you because you're going to sue me in the future. Go off, fuck
yeah,
off.
no man.
No, you're going to
No,
kill yourself.
I don't think like that's just like as an artist, you're just like fucking. See, if you're that good of an artist, and now you lost business of a lot of rich people.
But then you're going to lose in court because you're doing this, and then a lot of people are going to turn around and say, nah,
Yeah,
not touching you.
Yeah.
You're going to be a street fucking artist now. That's how you're going to do.
you're gonna tag a wall.
Yeah. You're fucked.
Yeah,
That really is stupid.
yeah. I mean, like when you're like, it's when you're like a tattoo artist, like you want recognition. You want your shit plastered everywhere.
Well, that's the same thing. If somebody read one of my books and they said, okay, this is great, and then they put it around 10 other people and those other 10 people thought it was fucking fantastic, I'd be like, okay, let's fucking go with this and really push
Yeah.
forward for it. Absolutely. I wouldn't say, no, I'm going to sue you for reading my book.
No, but it's okay. But if someone goes buys one of your books, and then like, I don't know, man.
Well, the argument that's been put forward when it comes down to books is that you, as an artist, you've written the book, so your name is on that book. So somebody buys that book. So then they go to a bookstore, second-hand bookstore, and then they put that book out for sale again. Now, do I get any royalties for that, or no? In today's world, you don't.
No.
You just don't. It's like your book. But then, if you were to record, I don't know, Endgame, because Endgame's out now. So you were to record Endgame, and then you redistribute that for free, then the company that made that movie can now sue you for millions and millions and millions of dollars.
Yeah, but you can resell the DVD though.
Yes, you can. You can resell it, but then they
A
don't
legit,
get any,
like a DVD that you bought.
a legit one,
Not
yeah.
not a recorded, like a bootleg copy from the
No.
theater.
No, and I get that. But what I'm saying though is like you may not be able to go into the theater now, record it, and sell it.
Yeah.
Because that media is not available for that movie, right? But once the media is available, like in CDs or DVD,
Then
you
resell it.
resell
Resell it.
I mean, you can, like you said, like the books,
Yeah.
right? Like once you buy the book from the store, whatever the publisher you're with, you get money for each book sale, right? A certain amount of money.
Resale, then you
For the
don't.
resale, it's once it's sold. Like freaking, it's not like Honda get fucking money when somebody.
Everybody says
when you sold your freaking Civic.
It's only the Canadian government gets for taxation.
Oh.
For every sale, you have to pay tax.
So
to them.
fucking stupid.
Yeah, that
Gotta
really
fucking- that fucking-
fucks
there's
me
a-
up.
Every car I've bought for the last 15 years has been $500.
Whereas the fucking the
And then
taxes here is just freaking the tariffs on playing cards. That's a Trudeau tax on playing cards. Like fucking
They finally got smart at the DMV when I bought the Hyundai.
yeah.
Because now they give you the blue book.
Mm.
Because before you're like, I paid like I could have paid like $3,500 for a car or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But that guy always gives you like a receipt for $500. So when you go pay the tax, you only pay the tax on $500. So all of a sudden, like I go there with the Hyundai, and they're like, "How much you pay for this car?" I paid, I can't remember, $1,700 or something.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just like, "Oh, it's worth 23." I'm like, "What?" "Oh, the blue book says it's 23." So now you got to pay the taxes on the 23.
Oh, well, that's ridiculous.
Yeah,
That's extortion.
Yeah.
yeah. So it's either whatever's more expensive.
That's extortion.
Yeah.
I would literally take them to court for that. And that's extortion.
Yeah.
It really is. And I don't care whether you're a government figure or not. That is extortion.
Well, that's what they do at the DMV now.
Nobody I know has that's only ever happened to you. You're the only person that's ever happened to that I know of.
Yeah.
But that's extortion, and I would take them to
Oh, this has changed again. But when I was in Hyundai, they were just like, "Yeah, it's worth 23."
That's
It was 23, so
you could sell a car for $1.
yeah.
Doesn't matter what your book value is. Fuck off. Who cares? You bought it for $1, so
Yeah.
pay your 13 cents tax.
Yeah.
End of story.
Yeah.
No,
Good. These guys are funny.
but it goes around when it comes down, like family members. Your dad, let's just say your dad, and then they give you that vehicle. That's a gift.
Mm-hmm.
So as a gift, why do you have to pay tax on that gift? And that's ridiculous.
That's why you.
No, but it's not between
that's why
parents.
You sell it for $1.
Yeah. Sell it for
So
$1.
you pay the 13 cents.
Yeah.
No,
That's
no,
why
but
you-
stuff between your parents don't count for taxes, no.
I really don't know.
No, because
genuinely don't know.
I
have
can't
no
I
idea.
can't claim rent here, and he can't claim income here.
You should be able to.
No, because between family members, it actually doesn't count. We've
So you guys can't. So you can't claim. Claim.
I can't claim paying rent.
And your dad can't.
Can't claim that he's making rent because we're father son.
Really?
Yeah, technically I'm supposed to have a place no matter what here. Like, you know what I mean?
Huh?
That's weird.
And it stops them then from saying like I pay $1,500 a month because then we both get taxed. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Well, I mean, it's well. Then,
Well, he's a
then
senior
your dad
citizen.
might be making more than he's supposed to, and then he actually have to pay back.
no, but he's a senior citizen. There's like
Oh.
all the and
Oh
then-
yeah, that's true.
So we would both benefit in the situation.
Wow. I don't know. That's weird.
But yeah, because unfortunately, like I was on welfare like when I first moved out here,
Yeah.
and the idea was like, oh, well, I got to pay rent, right? And then so the lady's like, who do you pay rent to? And I was like, my father. She's like, oh, you live at home? She's like, yeah, you don't have to put his name down because it's your father. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, because you're living at home, basically.
Yeah, but what you guys do between yourself is between yourself.
That's interesting, huh?
Yeah, they're just into your fucking faces for so many things, and they're not into your faces for so many other things. It's fucked up.
I know.
It's government. That's government.
Yeah, I know.
Like taking a shit.
When they're supposed to fucking give you money, they take their sweet ass time. But when you owe them fucking money for taxes, they're like, hey, you got my money yet? You got my money yet? You got my money yet?
15,000 phone calls
like, what
later.
the fuck? I just found out 2 minutes ago. You called me 3 times already.
Not even that, dude. I got a tax return finally this year.
Yeah.
And according to, the person that did my taxes was supposed to get like between $500 or $600.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they had no word, no, all the time in the world to fucking redo my taxes. We recalculated your taxes.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck, I can't even get a hello in 3 weeks. You guys redid my taxes and realized I get paid $350 now. Like within 2 weeks. When the EI wanted to fucking take my money away, it was like a 5-6 month process.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get them on the phone. They just wanted their money back.
Yeah, so did you get that figured out?
Yeah, I told them. I was like, what the fuck?
Because you had all your like letters and everything in order, right?
They just weren't looking at my file. Legitimately, they weren't.
Honestly, these people, like, when I went on, like, what do you call it? WSIB? When I got hurt at work.
Yeah.
Right? And I was on WSIB for like 8 months. And friggin' I didn't get my first WSIB like check for like 2.5 months. And I'm calling, and this person that they assigned me, like,
never in the office.
Never in the office. And it's like, fuck, nothing's happening. Like, what's going on? So I decided to call a supervisor, and I found out that this guy has been like let go. He's been fired, and so nobody's been taking care. He's like, yeah, there's like nobody, like all the files, like every person that he was in charge of handling, nobody was getting their money.
Oh wow!
I was like, what the fuck, dude? It's been 2.5 months. I'm not working. I need money.
Yeah.
I need to pay rent. Like, I need to eat. Like, it's like, oh, I'm sorry. You're like second in line because like there was another person that was right before me. It's like you're second in line. Like you're second on queue. Like you'll get your money right away. Within 2 days later, there was a check in the mail for me. I'm like,
wow.
Holy shit, man! 2.5 months.
I remember going once to EI.
Yeah.
It was EI, and for whatever reason, it took forever.
Yeah.
Like we're talking like 5-6 months. I wasn't getting a check.
Yeah.
Nothing. Just bouncing on the weekend or whatever.
Yeah.
And then fucking, I just go to my MP. I go to my MP and I'm just like, listen, I voted for you motherfuckers. Now it's time for you to work for me.
Yeah.
They made one phone call the next day. It was like a stack of checks in his office. Come and get them. The fuck?
It's fucked up. Man, like the wheels move so fucking slow.
Yeah, they do.
But only if it's something that we need.
Yeah.
When they need it, man, full steam ahead, bro.
Yeah. Every single time.
Yeah, no.
And I think it really is. It's really irrelevant which nation you're a part of. Every single nation is exactly the same.
Man. Everybody's just,
every single one is the same.
Nobody's fucking different, man.
No,
it's the same shit. Different country.
Fuck governments. They're fucking wank. They're wank.
Unless you're Doug Ford's camp.
Oh yeah.
What do I?
Unless you're part of Doug Ford's camp, then you're the best.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
sure.
don't even. Don't even.
Oh my god. I
am not even having this conversation.
Well, the only one point I'll make on that is even the most inactive, ineligible people, when it comes down to political thinking, They are now going against Ford because he's such a cunt. But fuck, they really they have no political interactions whatsoever, and even now they're speaking out against him. It's like, okay, there you go.
I will go on the record to state that maybe I think I made a mistake here.
You fucking made a huge mistake. By the way, how's that 18-week plan coming?
Hey, dude, listen. I just
The made-up fucking 18 weeks you gave them, not even their own fucking 18 weeks. You gave them these 18 weeks. What happened?
Nothing.
They took more money out.
Listen,
Yeah. There you go.
And
I just can't, man. Like, I just listen to the shits that he's doing, and I'm like,
So we are having this conversation.
it's hard not to. I can't. It's so fucking infuriating, man. Like, no, because like having this conversation just gets me going and gets me really fucking angry.
I know.
And like that's why I don't want to have the conversation. It's just fucking so fucking.
I read the last bit yesterday where they've cancelled the tree planting, and then I read the cost, $4.2 million, right? And they're planting 50 million trees, $4.2 million, and okay, to an individual, $4.2 million would probably be quite a nice fucking pickup, but to the Ontario government, that's like a fucking piss in the fucking sink. And then the backlash that came out of that for all these companies, and that's now going to lose so many people. They're going to start having to lay people off. They're going to lose out on so many different. And then the actual turnover, where the Ontario government are making money, they're actually making a profit out of these trees being planted. They're going, why? Why would you do it? We're actually making a profit. Why would you do this? And they said, no, I'm saving that amount of money. It's 4.2. And the Ontario government, out of those 4.2 million that they spend, I think they get back like 15 million.
Like, it's just some of these...
He's a really good businessman. He's a real conservative. Real good
some
businessman.
Of shit, like legalizing drinking in parks. Like, we haven't been doing that already.
The police ignore it anyway.
Police ignore
they don't
it
give
anyway.
a fuck.
Ever gone to Trinity Bellwoods? That fucking park.
Full of drunks.
People just hang out and drink. Yeah. And nobody cares.
But it's the same.
They drink like liquid foam, like the shit that you, like sanitizer.
But they have it where, I mean, in Canada, okay, it's legal now to smoke weed wherever the fuck you want. But guess what? People's been smoking weed wherever they fucking want for God knows how many fucking years in this country.
Exactly.
The police just went,
like really, like, you know, like legalizing tailgating, like really, is that what this province really needs?
I would like to have a good tailgate.
But he got excited about it. And he don't drink, he don't smoke, he don't do drugs, he don't do nothing. And he got excited about it.
Minus the barbecue. What we do in the summer when we go to Tim Hortons, hang out with the cars, that's tailgating. We already do that.
Yeah.
Well played, sir. Well played.
And then they're talking, the new one is, well, not, in fact it isn't new, but like, oh yeah, we're going to make it so that convenience stores can sell beer. I think they've got a fixation on selling beer.
No, that would be amazing. I can't wait to see that. I just want to see that.
Why? Hey, listen.
Dude, I'm just, you know what, maybe it's because I'm Americanized, like when it comes to watching movies.
Yeah.
But you're just, I don't know, I've always wanted to go to the store.
You always want to walk into a convenience store and pick up a Colt 45?
Dude, yeah, yeah.
Why?
I have no idea. Like, I think I just go in there, buy a beer, and hand it off to you, and like, here's your beer.
I think, see, here's the thing, like, keep people in debt, drunk, and stupid. You can control them.
That's basically what it is.
Yeah.
But I mean, you go down and you're looking at what Ford's done in this fucking province. Is oh my fuck, libraries. He's cutting libraries down, libraries, and and then the outer rural areas they're going, well, okay, we're not going to have any children that are literate. You know,
he told people that if you can't go to school, Like if you can't afford to go to school and you can't get OSAP, you can do. They're going to have these online. Right, and then if these people can't afford to go to school, that means they can't afford a computer. Which the only place we can find a computer is a fucking library.
Yeah.
And you take away the library funding for libraries, so
you can't go to the library. Oh, really?
Yeah.
This is not people. Oh my god! Like, no, man, change the subject. I can't fucking know. Let's talk about some other.
No,
shit.
something that goes really, really well.
I do miss his brother though.
Why? He was a fucking idiot as well.
Oh, stop!
He
was a lovable idiot.
And Dougie there has a really like a. He's still fucking sour and salty about the fact that he lost the mayoral race.
Yeah,
he got a hard on for Toronto, and he just want to get in there.
He wants to hurt Toronto
real bad. Like, oh man,
I saw him in his hoodie, in his white hoodie, and he's there, and the river's fucking literally cascading like fuck down. Yeah, well, I'm taking away funding for the flooding. Infrastructure.
I know.
I'm
like, somebody just give him a tip.
Just push.
Just push.
Just
give
push.
Be the hero we need you to be. Somebody just give him a little push.
Oh, there you
Let
go.
him. Bye bye.
That's the flooding. Bye.
The views all expressed for wills about death, flooding, whatever, throwing them down a river.
The guy. Okay, I just say let him do what he's going to do in the province.
I think my theory was correct.
What was your theory?
That Rob and Doug together are okay as a team, and just one or the other is really horrible.
I have no idea how your mind works that out, but okay.
Well, because everybody loved, like, Rob was
not everybody at all.
Well, except for Will Rhodes. And
there was a minority that believed that the guy that died was a very popular person. That was a minority. And the same thing for this guy that's been elected as
and also, you need to you don't confuse yourself with people that was laughing at him.
No.
With the people that was saying, "Hey, that's a cool guy."
Yeah,
it's not the same thing.
No, I'm not. I'm talking pre-crack.
Pre-crack days.
Yeah. Like,
listen, let me tell you something. There
was never a pre-crack?
Like, whatever the pre-crack was, it was way before he became the mayor.
Yeah.
Okay? He was still cracking out when he was fucking the mayor.
He hit that pipe pretty hard, like a pro.
Yeah. And that's the lovable guy that you think is worthwhile.
He was. I think that was part of his charm. He was a lovable idiot, and then there was his brother was the brains.
See, here's the thing.
But he isn't the brains because he's proven that he's not.
I mean, yeah.
Well,
he's the premier of fucking Ontario, and he's fucking this place up.
Well, his fucking
real
brains. Well, I mean, I guess his brains is to like fucking just.
I wonder if he's on crack.
Keep the fucking 1% even fucking fatter. Well, it's working if that's what he's trying to do.
Well, he's done that. He's done that already.
That's what he's doing, right? Like he's fucking cutting everything and,
tax breaks for
everybody. Like people that fucking they need a tax break. Oh, I'm sorry. I make like $25 billion a year. I really need a tax break.
Yeah, I shouldn't be paying tax.
Like, I really can't pay more than $25. Times are hard for billionaires, but it's okay.
Yeah, I know. Time's always hard for billionaires.
Nah, man. People have like their priorities completely fucked up.
Yeah, they do.
Those, especially these rich people, man. Like.
Well, you can't tell Dom that. Dom believes that rich people need tax breaks because rich people are rich. They're good.
Rich people are rich.
So they're good. Yeah.
I never said that.
Yeah, you did.
But whatever.
You've said it on the numerous occasions.
I said it's theft.
It's the what?
Tax is theft.
Taxing more than what they pay for.
What?
I think it's theft.
Oh, you get taxed for what you make.
Yeah, but just because I make.
Well, I'm not saying you need to overtax them. I'm saying they need to be taxed properly.
Yeah, this guy's saying that he should be overtaxed.
What?
If I make X amount of dollars and I should pay this no matter what or whatever the fucking.
Well, I mean, if you make X amount of money, you pay the X amount of taxes on that.
Yeah, if it's like a legitimate fucking
Can I,
skill.
can I ask you? Can I ask you a simple question?
Oh, here we go. What?
No. It's just no. It's a simple question.
Okay.
Okay. Prior to 1914, okay, how were taxes procured?
I have no idea. I wasn't there. I wasn't even a thought my father's nutsack. I'm pretty sure my father wasn't a thought his father's nutsack. I don't know. I don't know how they were procured.
Well, you looking at income tax was brought in to pay for the First World War. That was in several different nations.
Okay.
They brought income tax in, which they did actually say at the time. Many governments did say at the time that once the war had finished, that they would get rid of income tax. So, because they were making so much money, by the way, they kept income tax, which we still pay today. But prior to that, how were taxes procured? How were they actually brought in? And things really were quite fucking good at the time.
I have no idea.
You still had your roads built, and you still had your public buildings.
This is in 1914, so what? Tell me. Like,
they actually taxed the rich people.
it's fine.
And then property taxes, and then inheritance taxes, and they rich people paid their taxes.
I'm not saying they shouldn't pay their taxes. What I'm saying is that I don't think they should be paid extra. If the tax
What's extra? I don't know what you mean by extra.
Well, like from when I was reading, the NDP wants you to pay extra, like extra whatever. If you make so much money on top of what you already pay.
Then what's that got to do with you? You're not rich.
But if I ever become rich,
you're never going to become rich.
How do you know?
Because you're not.
Okay.
What if you win the lottery?
Well, yeah, okay. If you win the lottery, then fine, no problem.
Yeah, I like to pay
then you become rich.
I pay my fair share. That's all I want to pay.
Well, I can't remember reading anything about like.
I
the
never
NDP
saw
thing,
NDP saying
they were-
extra.
I can't remember this.
Where's this?
Is it one of their election
When was
promises?
it?
No.
That was like last year when the election.
Not the one before that.
Oh.
Andrew Horvath's like, some people got to pay a little bit more because they've made a little bit more. Fuck off.
I think they're just saying the people that makes more pay more.
No.
Not extra.
No.
it was
I mean,
extra.
if that was the wording that she said, that sounded like saying if you make more, you pay more taxes, which is right.
Yeah.
And I'm not arguing about paying your fair share. I'm not saying that.
No. Well, no.
But
I mean, I get it. Like, if you make whatever the money, you should pay what you're supposed to pay. You shouldn't pay extra, but you shouldn't also pay less.
No.
Which they are doing.
Which
More
is
and more
is happening is that they're paying less. Which
Yeah, and I'm
which
against
is
that. I don't
not-
know.
which is
Yeah,
not
I'm not
fair
saying that.
When everybody else have to pay the same. Fucking, you work extra,
We're fucked, and the rich just pay fuck all.
right?
Okay.
Like we freaking.
I suppose if you agree with it, then sure, you may be rich one day, so you don't need to do it.
No, I mean, it's taxing. Obviously, it needs to be fucking equal to what you make. It makes sense. Like that's how it's supposed to be done. Like I actually can't remember reading anything about the whole Andrew
No.
Horwath saying
Neither can I.
you have to pay extra, like more than what you're supposed to pay, where you land on that tax bracket. But if you can find the article, definitely send it to me because I would read it.
I'd love to.
Yeah, I'm looking at that right now. I'm looking for it.
Yeah, but which I mean, if she said that, I definitely don't agree with that either. Like,
It's the same as I listen to AOC in the US, where she says that if you're making 10 million a year,
yeah,
then anything above 10 million a year is taxed at 70%.
okay,
But you're still making 10 million
Yeah.
before. Then he's a prominent businessman. So you'd think that he understood tax laws. But what he did say was that if you're making our works,
No.
it's over and above a certain limit. So if you're making 100,000 a year, pounds that is, so that's $200,000
yeah.
of paying that amount of taxes.
Yeah.
And if you're a billionaire, I mean, just think about it. You're a billionaire, you've got fucking actually need to be. You look at Bezos and how much and what is it, 130 billion he's worth now, and he's just given his wife 30 billion. 30 fucking billion is a divorce settlement.
Like,
I mean,
what can you do?
Fuck.
Here's the thing, though. Like, what's like the most upsetting thing is all these like billionaires. All these billionaires, they do nothing. They do nothing for the world.
No.
They do nothing to make it better. Like,
they chop down a lot of trees.
they chop down a lot of trees. They do nothing to make it better. And like, I keep seeing that post that keep going around since the cathedral broke down. Burned down.
Yeah.
Like all
Notre
the
Dame.
richest people in fucking France donated over $600 million within 2 days. That's enough to solve world hunger twice over.
Yes.
And
Nothing.
But hey, rebuild the fucking church.
Yeah. You may be moving over towards the left now.
Yeah, but that guy wants to pay for the church. What do we say to his money? If the guy wants to pay for the church, what's the big deal?
What?
The one guy came out and said he's going to pay for the whole church.
That isn't the point that he's
That's
making.
not the point
he's
that I'm
not
making.
making that point.
That's not the point I'm making.
No.
Like all these people, like fucking with money, does nothing to actually improve the world that we live in. But when the fucking church burns down, it's the priorities of people. That's what we're talking about.
Okay, but that's what they want to do with their money. I mean, what do you want? What do you want to do? Crucify them?
No, I'm just talking about people's fucking priorities. Like people not having their priorities straight. Doing nothing there's no point having that much money and do nothing to help to make this world a better place.
No.
Like there's no point if you're not doing anything with it.
But a church burned down.
Like I don't think like sure you got your fucking mansions, your fucking yachts and private jets, whatever, that's fine. Do all that shit. That's fine. It's your money. But also contribute something to the world. There's no point of living if you're not leaving anything if you're not leaving anything good behind. There's no point of living, period.
So you go to certain places in the world. There's Asia or Africa or even in Western society where poverty is so stricken. And then you've got, let's look at Flint, Michigan. There you go. It's still got poisoned water running through its fucking systems. And there you don't get these billionaires then turning around and saying, okay, we're going to make this water drinkable for human beings.
What are you going to do, force them?
Me, personally, yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, 100%.
Well, you can't force them, but I mean,
I would take.
He
your
would,
money.
but
I would take you. I would take your fucking money. If you're saying, okay, I'm gonna take my money and put it on an offshore account. Okay, I'll tax you at 100% for that.
Like all I'm saying
100%.
is just like we just
guaranteed.
Just fucking live in a world that people don't like. The people that actually can do something about the shitty stuff that's happening, they don't do anything about.
No, but you may become a billionaire one day. So as a consequence of a billionaire, then you've got to turn around and say,
Andrea Horvath calls for tax increase to wealthy Ontarians.
Okay,
where's that? Which paper is that on?
CTV News.
CTV?
what's the okay? So do they give you like numbers and stuff? Like what's the wealthy Ontarians? What's the definition of a wealthy Ontarian?
We'll load that up.
Let's see what figures we come out with now.
I know this was the election before.
Not the one that just passed?
No, the one
Okay.
before that.
I think this is the one that killed her in the first election.
No, man. That's
they're in opposition
like that's all
now,
I'm saying.
so
Like, there are a few
made
people
pride.
that actually have fucking money that does something. Like you got fucking Akon, R&B singer,
Yeah.
fucking giving like electricity to like fucking thousands of people in Africa and clean water, running water and stuff.
That's a good thing.
Building schools.
That's good.
Like, see, when you have money, do that kind of stuff to improve places that don't have that.
Improve life.
Like I kind of feel like that's like it's not his music that's going to be his legacy. It's that what he did.
Absolutely.
Right? Like just lighting up. Like, people have no electricity. Like, fucking, we live in the 21st century.
Yeah.
There's still people that don't have clean water, fucking electricity, no internet, like completely disconnected from the world. And
that's fine by me. No
it's
problem
like,
at all. I mean, if you put in you look at Jimmy Carter, you look at some of the things that Jimmy Carter's done, where like the solar panels that he's put on, and then in his city, and I think it's now powering like a third of the city, his local city. So, yeah, sure.
5 minutes. Yeah. Alrighty.
Let's see.
We got anything else to?
I just wanted to see what she wanted. She wanted 11 points. She wanted the tax thing to go up from a normal tax rate to 11.
Which is what?
Whatever it was in 2012.
What was the number they wanted to go up?
11. Okay, 11. Oriental report is the provincial tax 11.16%. Charged to incomes over 78,000 should increase to 13.6
2%
after 500,000.
After 500,000.
Yeah.
13% tax doesn't seem very big when you're making
After
500,000.
500,000 a year.
Like, I would fucking, if I'm making 500 grand, I'll
That's
fucking pay that.
That's 2% above.
That's two.
Like,
Going
really?
up.
No, then it starts at 2%. The next time it'd be 5%, and this and that. And then the next thing, no, it's not right.
Yeah, it is.
I
2%.
think I'm okay with that.
You're 11%, then you go up to 13%. So that's an increase of 2% above 500,000 a
If you're
year.
a person that makes 500,000 a year, you're at a position you're doing something with your life where you're not just gonna want 500,000. You're gonna want get to that fucking $1 million mark a year. So it doesn't matter. You just keep making money, more money than you can actually fucking spend at this point.
Yeah.
So if you're paying fucking 20% of fucking $1 million, who the fuck cares? Why do you care?
You're still getting 80% of $1 million.
80% of a fucking $1 million. Like it's honestly, man. Like it's honestly, I think that's like at 500,000. That's very little.
Nothing.
That's
An extra
little.
2% above 500,000. So you get taxed at the normal rate on 500,000, and then above 500,000 a year, you get an extra 2%. Like, yeah, sure, that's theft.
I mean, it's also like, here's the thing. I think it's, when it comes to taxing, I think it's also you need to work in a person that makes $100,000 a year. So you're a family. You have a wife, you have 2 kids, and you make $80,000 a year. Your wife makes $80,000 a year. You have a kid. You have mortgage. Like, I think like all of that stuff also need to be accounted when you're getting taxed.
Yeah.
Like, I know sometimes like people that like $80,000 is like, when you have a family, $160,000 after you get taxed is not a lot. If you have a mortgage to pay, car payments, fucking all these bills.
Because then you offset it against taxation.
Yeah, right.
You
Like,
offset
but people that like, I know plenty of people who are like, oh, your wife made this much, so you're getting fucking. You had to pay back the government $3,000 out of your $35,000 you made.
Yeah.
I'm like, why do you do that? Because right, like this is a family that has like 2 kids, fucking have car payments and like fucking mortgages and stuff, and it's like you got to pay. It's like, I don't know. I think I think when you pay taxes, it should be balanced across the board, and it also depends on like what your situation is. Like a single person, you make $100,000.
Yeah.
Like you have like barely no bills. You have like a house, whatever. Sure, tax a little bit more.
Okay. Time to go?
Sure.
Okay.
All right. What the fuck is wrong with you today?
What?
You were not talking today.
I'm good.
No, you're not. Stop saying you're good when you're not.
We'll see you guys next week.
Peace.
Peace.